Now, let's move to page 59. Here, we will match the worker with the tool used to do the job. The first one here is the farmer. Which tool of these does the farmer use? He uses the axe. He uses the axe to plant and to harvest the crops. So now, let's match the farmer with the axe. Then the next one here is the construction worker. Which tool of these does the construction worker use? He uses the helmet to protect his head while working. So we will match the construction worker with the helmet. Then the next one is the teacher. Which tool does the teacher use? The teacher uses the stationery like pencils, scissors, rulers. So let's match them together. Then we have the firefighter. The firefighter uses the fire extinguisher to put the fire off. So let's match them together. The last one we have is the pottery man. The pottery man uses the pottery to make pots. So let's match them together. Then the next exercise, you will draw in the empty box beside the doctor an important tool that the doctor may use every day. In your opinion, what are the important tools that the doctor uses every day? I think she may use syringe, thermometer, and stethoscope. So I chose to draw in the empty box syringe. So in this page, we learned a lot about many of the worker tools. Now, let's divide the jobs to industrial jobs and not industrial jobs. Industrial jobs are builders. They produce goods, fix things that are broken, and also they use heavy tools like hammer and screw. Here we have some examples on the industrial jobs, like the mechanic, the builder, and the carpenter. After we talked about the industrial jobs and we knew what are the industrial jobs, now we're going to talk about the non-industrial jobs. Non-industrial jobs are helpers. They are the jobs that help people directly. They help people learn, stay safe, or stay healthy. The examples that we have on the non-industrial jobs are like the doctors and like the teachers. Now, let's move to page 61. Here, we're going to have an activity. We're going to cut these pictures and glue it in the next page. We will put the industrial jobs in the industrial column and the not industrial jobs in the not industrial column. Now, here in page 63, we're going to glue each job in the correct column. The first job we have is the teacher. What do you think? Is the teacher an industrial job or not industrial job? As we said that the industrial jobs are builders and the not industrial jobs are helpers. So what do you think of the teacher? Is she builder or helper? I think she's a helper because she helps people to learn. So we will put it in the not industrial column. The next job is the doctor. What do you think of the doctor? Is she a builder or a helper? I think she's a helper because she helps us to stay healthy, right? So we will put the doctor in the not industrial column. The next one is the farmer. The farmer is from the industrial jobs because he uses his hands and also heavy tools like the axe to harvest and to plant the crops. So we will put the farmer in the industrial column. Then the next one is the construction worker. What do you think of construction workers? Construction workers are those who build the buildings. So they are builder. So we will put them in the industrial column. Then we have firefighters. Firefighters are helpers because they help us to put off the fires. So we will put them in the not industrial column because they don't use heavy tools. Then we have the pottery man. The pottery man uses his hand to make pottery. So it is from the industrial jobs. So we will put it in the industrial column. Then the next one is the carpenter. What do you think of the carpenter? I think he is a builder because he uses his hand to cut the wood and to make furniture, right? So we will put it in the industrial column. Then the last one we have is the baker. The baker is the one who bakes the bread. What do you think of the baker? Is he a builder or a helper? I think he is a helper because he uses simple tools to bake the bread. So we will put the baker in the not industrial column. So here in this page, we learned a lot about the difference between the industrial and not industrial jobs. Now, Junior 1, let me ask you a question. What do we need to live? We need three main things. The first one is food. We need food to grow. The second one is water. Can we live without water? No, of course we will die, right? So we need water to grow. And the last one is shelter. What is the shelter? Shelter means a place where we live. Even animals have shelters. Do you know this? Now let's move to page 64. Here we have three boxes. In the first box we are going to draw food. In the second box we are going to draw water. And in the third box we are going to draw shelter. Using basic shapes. What are the basic shapes? Basic shapes like square or rectangle or triangle or circle. These are called basic shapes. So here, as you see, I drew in the first box apple for food, and in the second box cup of water, and in the third box house, which is shelter. Okay, so now it's your turn to draw. Now let's move to page 65. Here we're going to match the construction worker with the tool that he used to do his job. So let's start by the first tool. Does the construction worker need the helmet? Yes, to protect his head, right? So we will match the helmet with the construction worker. Then the next tool we have is the bell. Does the construction worker use the bell? No, so we will not match it. Then we have the safety boots. Does he use the safety boots? Yes, he used it to protect his feet, right? So we will match the construction worker with the safety boots. Then the toolbox. Does he use the toolbox? Yes, of course, he used it to do his job. So we will match the toolbox with the construction worker. Then the last tool we have here is the stethoscope. Does the construction worker use the stethoscope? No, he doesn't. Only the doctor uses it. So we will not match the stethoscope with the construction worker.